name is Uriel, and I've made a series of tutorial vids for you in which I want to explain SMW flight and everything that's to it. I'm gonna start it slow with takeoff and basic flying. We go into turnaround, sticky flight, before we go to more difficult stuff like precision fly, specific tag, item tag, and even Yoshi flight. I hope you have fun watching this. Hey guys, this part of the series handles the sticky fly and everything that's related to it. One of the most, I want to say, famous it's actually room 1-1, the most famous cape trick, the sticky ceiling, sticky flight. There are, okay, this is not what I meant, but here's another way to show you the spin takeoff and where it comes into place. Like, you can't do this with a normal flight here because of the Kaiser blocks, and you're not flying through a 2-tile gap there and living. And since you get put into normal flight when you hit the ceiling, flying through there isn't possible. But you can do it with this type of flight, with a spin flight. Okay, where's the first sticky flight? Nothing here. Where is our sticky? Okay, we've talked about some of this stuff, and some other stuff isn't really assisted sticky fly. Okay, this is a sticky fly. Like, a sticky fly basically means that we are in a spot. Let me show you. I ruined the coins. I guess I can do it without. Yeah. That is a sticky fly state. And what's happening here, I've paused it so I can talk about this and let go of my fingers for a second, is the game wants to move us upward. Like, I want to show you something before we do the sticky. Like, we're flying here, and when you, it's not pitch turnaround by the way, and when you're, let me get some space somewhere. Yeah, I think this looks good. Yeah, this looks good. If I'm pressing forwards now, I can get a so-called big, I can get big air. Like you saw me diving and then pulling back up again. This is what we call big air. Normal flight is rewarded with a cape pump, normal, but if you go into this state, you can get big air. By the way, don't try to copy this thread. That's definitely not intended. But it works that way that the game cannot move Mario upwards anymore. He's stuck on the ceiling and he wants to go upwards further. But he cannot release his big air, so he gets stored and the game keeps pushing him up as long as Mario has a forwards movement. If you go slow down, you will just fall off. And once you're falling off, you can't get back into the sticky. But something else can happen. Let us fall off here again. You saw that when I push forward again, as soon as you hit a positive speed again, the big air gets released and the game thinks, now he's pulling up from doing a dive storage. And that's exactly what happens. The game will push you back up again. And why is this called assisted sticky? Well, it's a lot easier to do a sticky flight with Kaiser blocks, because you have a lot of, there you saw it again, I did the big air again, because it's not as precise as the normal movement, because you can dive through the first block, and as soon as you're moving upwards then, you hit it. And I actually forgot to tell you how to do the sticky flight. That is not a very good tutorial, let us do this again. So, I'm dead here now, but that's okay. What you want to do is, you jump and as soon I can fix this. Let's try to do this like any K player would do. There is nothing impossible for a K player. Okay, maybe I might have a couple mistakes here, bear with me for a second. Would be a lot quicker to just die. Yeah, I'm gonna just die and cut this off. So, what you want to do is... Okay, I'll explain it first and then I'll actually do it. Like, what you want to do? A sticky fly works because you have big air that you can't release. To get big air, you need to go into dive storage mode. And in this room you see it pretty good where you can jump. And when you hold forward, I missed the timing there. When you hold forward is the yellow coin. And then you want to pull back. Like you just pull back like you want to do a normal K pump. And it is a lot of... It is very timing based, but the assisted one isn't that bad. Like you try... I can't make it. You try to hit backwards when you're... At least that's for me. You want to try to do it when I'm one block over it. And you have to visualize a line for yourself so that you know where you can do the sticky. Like this, I was too far away or too high, too close I mean. Let me try steadying this up without the assist coin up there. And that's how you can set up a sticky. And one thing you saw me maybe do there is, I can show you this here too. It is easier to get a sticky if you, after Cape Pump, wait till you're falling, instead of just... Let me get flight here. Just hold forward, you get the dive spawn later. This is because... Like if you do this, we can actually test out how much this influences. Let me fly over the orb. Okay, I'm doing Cape Pump. I'm bad. Okay, I'm doing a Cape Pump here and just press forward. Like I landed something like here, I want to say. And now, let me get P-speed please. Now, I'm waiting till I'm in falling state before I do the piece. I was moving a little bit backwards there, let me do this again, but the idea is the same. When you're moving while you're in falling state already, you skip cape phrases, and that means that you do not push forwards as long as you do the other way. And you can do this in a lot quicker time with a lot tighter space. Like if you do it like that, see how much space you would need to get it done. It is possible this way, but you're making it harder on yourself. If you want to do it easier, just do a Cape Pump, wait till Mario is falling, like the same timing basically as if you want to do a Cape Pump, but instead press forward. That's how you get a very quick dive. You can get even quicker, but I come to this later. This is a very easy and quick way to set up the sticky. And now another thing you probably saw me do there is slowing down. Basically slowing down works exactly the same way like normally. You hold backwards and you press B. That's not happening. If you let go, you just of Y, you just fall. So. And now you probably wonder, how do you speed up? What? It's something like this. You flick to the right, so and immediately pull back again. Like you wanna hold forwards just for a couple frames, so you don't drop off the ceiling, or at least not too much, so the game does not register yourself moving upwards. I know that a couple people work with pause strats for that, but for myself it's working the best just to do some flick like you do when you do a mid-air. And otherwise just hold left, flick a little bit to the right and pull your finger back to it. Like when I want to do it, I hold my pad like this. You don't see it now very good, but I hold my thumb, this one, flick it to the right and immediately pull back. Like this way you're getting a very good short. I can't do this in this position, but that's what I'm doing basically. Yeah, and this way you can speed up, and you can do this a couple of times in a row because you're only holding forwards a little bit, and every frame lets you move forward for speed. That brings us to the next thing you saw me doing here. You can actually skip death blocks this way. If you're moving at full speed and you let go, you can do this. But it is very imprecise. You let go for a very short amount of time. You can even skip 3 blocks there. Holy shit. You don't have to push forward for this. When you're flying quick, you just let go and you can skip the blocks there. It takes some practice, but it's basically the same as accelerating without accelerating. You don't need to push forward for that. And that reduces the risk of falling down because you hold forward too long. And there's one more thing. Get Stickyflight and hold left to keep it, do a turnaround and hold right once you start moving in the other direction. If you switch too early, you go back off the ceiling, too late and you will dive. So let's take a look if this is possible. Okay, that was a better speed. Like I said, difficult move and takes some practice and only works with patch turnaround, because otherwise this is just not reliable. Hope you liked the video. I hope you give the other videos a go, and if you learned something, I'm very happy about it. Anyway, see you soon and bye bye!